The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has denied that Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library in Abeokuta was a target of his recent sting operation, in which 93 suspected internet fraudsters was arrested. You followed the report on Wednesday, particularly. The EFCC conducted a night operation, arrested guests at the guest house within the library facility, describing it as a calculated attempt, referring to supporters of Obasanjo now, that it's a calculated attempt to attack Olusegun Obasanjo. And they are even demanding 3.5 billion naira compensation, public apology within 7 days, failure which they will go to court. But EFCC yesterday issued a statement to say, no, Obasanjo is not our target. There are some buildings or a hotel within the premises of that Olusegun Obasanjo library, and that they got intelligence that some internet fraudsters were operating from that hotel. Working on intelligence, they had to raid that location and arrested them, and they will be arraigned in court today.
When the story broke over the weekend, it was all over the place. Most media houses that published the story,
they do sensational headlines.
They made use of the president's picture. But Obasanjo as an individual is different from the Obasanjo Presidential Library. That complex houses this hotel where the EFCC raided and arrested certain persons. So there is a corporate entity.
That's correct.
Known as the Obasanjo Presidential Library. And there is an Olusegun Obasanjo who was a president, one time a president in this country. So in as much as most times the media, press men are trying to sell their markets, they should learn to differentiate certain things, spell it out accordingly.
They wanted traffic now then.
That's it. In these days of traffic, in these days of monetization, people do all manner of things. There are usually no checks these days. People look for captions that will draw traffic to their site. That's exactly what we have seen.
If you go to before the Brewery Junction, there's this Sungwa Cultural Center there. Before Living Feet got their permanent site, before that, there's a branch of Living Feet that was operating in that place, but they now have their permanent site. So they moved out of that Ngwa Cultural Center. So imagine an event, maybe someone raided the Ngwa Cultural Center and then you say Living Faith Church, Bata, under siege. Are you making sense? There are many things, including a court. There's a magistrate court in that premises. So sometimes when we're spinning headlines, you have to be very careful. Even as a journalist now, if I see some stories, I know they take them on face value until I open it. Because most times the headline is screaming, but when you open the inside, you will see that the body is different from the headline. Just because they want people to click and patronize them. It's not fair.